Ready for a restart here after 23 laps. Boy, Greg Pursley's been strong, but you know he's thinking about the trouble he's had earlier in this season. So many races we have seen him strong like this at the beginning of the race, only to have something out of his control happen.
Yeah, and he got that big win at Tooele, Utah on the road course for his second career win.
I'm thinking about races like Irwindale and others.
Gosh,
where,
yeah.
You know, just been a nightmare for Greg Pursley. But
right now he has David Mayhew all over the outside of him. Mayhew may have the advantage getting in 3.
Mayhew wants to take the lead away from Pursley, and it looks like he's going to do it. There's the 97 of Justin Johnson, also coming up alongside Pursley. He's going to take second place, and it looks like Pursley's going to drop back to third. David Mayhew is our new leader.
Nice move on the outside by that 97 car, Justin Johnson. We only saw that Vision team one time this year. That was at Irwindale. Justin got a 24th place finish. Dusty Davis got a top 10 as teammate. That's Dusty in the 94 car right there behind Tom Dyer in the 86 in a side-by-side battle with Eddie McDonald in the 70.
Boy, some great racing here. That is second, third, fourth, and fifth. With Mayhew up front, Dyer and McDonald. Eddie McDonald, as you mentioned, who runs Loudon so very well, and this track is similar.
My buddy Michael Waltrip is joining that battle in that 55 Napa car right there, that white car. He's going to run to the outside of Dusty Davis.
Trying to take over fifth place here. I made the point before we went to break. If you're a racer, you're a racer. Doesn't matter what series. You just wanted the car and you want to go.
Look right behind that 55 of Michael Waltrip. That 9 car, Patrick Long, one of the best road racers we have. Won out here earlier this year on the road course. There's Ty Dillon right there. What a great run he's having so far, racing with Patrick Long.
More on Ty Dillon. Let's go down now to Jim Trado.
Guys, it's great to see young talent like Ty Dillon getting their chance here at Phoenix International Raceway. Dillon ran the East Series this year, won at Gresham Motorsports Park, and the car he's driving was his backup car in the East Series. Until about 3 weeks ago, it was in the RCR shops, where they sold it to the Golden Gate Racing boys. Steve Portengate set it up with his team, and Ty only's had a couple laps of practice and qualifying in this race car. He's hanging on the top 10 right now, but certainly comfortable with his race car and that 31 car for the Golden Gate team.
You know, I think Ty Dillon has shown to all of us that he's going to be a good racer.
Oh, without a doubt. He won the East race at Gresham earlier this year, and then back-to-back in the ARCA Racing Series, the final 2 races of the year. So a lot of promise for Ty Dillon. His older brother Austin is doing such a great job in the Camping World Truck Series with 2 wins and headed towards a top 5 finish in the points.
How proud is granddad Richard Childress. Here's the battle for 11th. Eric Holmes just out of the top 10, your series champion.
He gets to the inside of Jeff Barkshire. There's Luis Martinez, the 6 right behind him. They're not quite able to clear him yet.
You know, in a number of the races that we see, you don't have to make pit stops, but you will in this race. Interesting, you can only take 2 tires, and you have to take fuel, but you can't do them all at the same time. So my point is, pit stops are going to come into play before this day is over.
Yeah, tires matter on this racetrack. Goodyear brought a great tire here, but nonetheless, 125 laps on the same set of tires is a long way to run. So it's going to be interesting to see if the guys want to come in once they get in their window for fuel, come in and get their fuel, and then worry about tires a little bit later when they can have fresher tires later in the race.
And I imagine Eric Holmes, the veteran that he is, knows that at this point of the race, you just want to be inside of the leader, because a lot of things are going to happen before this night is over with.
Don't want to abuse your equipment. You know you have to run the same left side tires this entire race, the 125 laps. So you want to make sure you don't spin that left rear tire and overheat it.
Right behind him, Luis Martinez Jr. in that 6 car, and I think as we watched him race over this season, the rookie has really come a long way and proven himself. He has done, I think, a good job.
Great job. 6 of the last 7 races he's finished up in the top 10, so looking really, really good for his first year.
Now Patrick Long, who's in that 9 car, the teammate to Martinez. Brennan Newberry right alongside of him. Newberry out of Bakersfield, California.
He's a 20-year-old. Raced twice this year in the K&N ProSeries West Division.
As you said, Patrick Long, a winner in this division. Trouble with Troy Ermish.
Looks like a right front tire is down on Troy's car. we stay green for now.
We will mention that the rule is if you do have a flat tire like Ermish does, you are allowed to change it, and that does not count against the 2 that you're allowed to put on the car.
Yeah, the problem is for Troy right now is this is happening under green, so he's going to lose at least a lap and a half to 2 laps because of this tire change.
So a tough break for Troy Ermish, California native.
We saw a couple flat tires in practice. Brett Thompson just about destroyed a car. There's caution flag, looks like for Stan Silva in the 65 car. Could be a break for Troy, but he has to put that tire on before he can leave the pits.
But a tough break again for Stan Silva, who was not able to practice that car. Matt Crafton actually practiced the car, but Silva ended here tonight.
Had a good qualifying effort as well for Matt Crafton.
David Mayhew is our leader here at Phoenix after 35 laps. While we were away, a number of drivers came down on pit road, but as we get set to go to Greenville, looks like the top 5 all stayed out.
Sure did. David Mayhew now will lead this race from the inside. He chooses the inside.
Look who's made it to row 2, Michael Waltrip. Restart on lap 41. Here comes Mayhew, but he has got the 97 car of Justin Johnson right beside him. Now Mayhew breaks out in front.
Now Persley pulls to the inside of Justin Johnson in a good side-by-side battle for second as they enter turn 3. There's Michael Waltrip, the 55, right behind.
Waltrip has adjusted to these race cars, and I might mention that these cars don't have the horsepower that a guy like Michael Waltrip is used to running around this racetrack.
About 200 horsepower less, and these are Goodyear bi-ply tires. They're not the radials that Michael's accustomed to, but as you mentioned earlier, racer's a racer, and it's not going to take any one of these good race cars. Oh, trouble up in 1 and 2 there. There was a car up against the wall.
It's brought out our 4th caution. Let's see if we can see who it was up against the wall there.
I think it may be Stan Silva again up against the wall.
And there's the 65. You're right. And there is the 07 of Greg Rail also involved.
Stan brought out the caution just a few moments ago, but looks like he has some more damage now.
Well, there's some serious damage there on the left side.
I don't think that left front tire is supposed to look like that.
Nope. And I think it's going to be a short night for Stan Silva. Caution out again. David Mayhew, Justin Johnson, Greg Persley, our top 3 here at Phoenix. But watch out for Michael Waltrip. During that caution, all the leaders, Phil, have come down on pit road.
Yeah, all the guys that didn't pit that caution before this all decided to come down pit road now, most of them to get their fuel. Unfortunately for Greg Persley, our pole sitter, he was penalized for speeding on pit road, so he will have to restart this race from the very back of the pack.
Another tough break for Greg Persley. It's happened to him, folks, all season long. We'll see if he can recover from this.